Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Now the other option, which I just thought about, is I can grind this away right here, go flat, and that'll eliminate the problem of the thing kicking that way. And make things a lot more easier and keep it more on center. Even reamers are going to want to walk. Let's see what we got for reamers here. Still going to want to go that direction. Yeah, I think I'm going to grind that out. That's going to be our best option. Definitely a noisy option. Let's see, what's the best way of doing this? We can do it the old-fashioned way with a file. That always works good. Nice sharp files do wonders. That actually probably would look the best. Got the most control. If I use a rotary burr, it'll just make a scallop coming out. That's not too hard to do either. Toss up. Let's use our grinder here. Yeah, I can control this pretty good, I think. We'll try the grinding method. What's the worst thing that can happen? Screw it up. I'm good with that. That cord. Okay. This ought to make a lot of noise. Let's see how this works. Working pretty good. Okay, I went straight down. So now I'm just going to go straight out this way, and should make it hole flat. Then we can drill straight down the drill. And I can always come back and grind that a little bit cleaner. Alright, that turned out pretty good actually. Sometimes I surprise myself. Good. Don't get my cup. All right. Okay, so now we got a nice straight edge. Should be able to drill straight down now without being a problem. Boom. Okay, it should follow the hole now pretty even. Alright, we'll give this one a try now. Hopefully I can wad up my part there. We'll find out. The other option is to ream it, like I said before. Reaming has less chance of destroying stuff. We don't do that, do we? Okay, camera's in my way. Oh well, it's my best one, so this is the best one I got, so if we're going to destroy one, I might as well destroy the good one, right? Ooh. Oops, that got hard down there. You hit something hard there pretty quick. Oops, that's not good. Somehow we're way off center. Oh well. Yep, we drill out the whole side of the hole over there, and then it sucked it over probably further once it started doing it. So it came out this side here. So we have very, very little material here holding it. That's going to break out. So we definitely have to weld this in. Got no option on that, and that's for damn sure. And that's cast iron, so it's not going to weld too nicely either. The pin doesn't matter if it's offset as long as it goes in the hole. Oh well. It walked. Whether the reamer wouldn't have walked or not, who knows. The drill did. Okay, so now I got our reamers over here. So these are our dowel pin reamers. So 373 would leave us a 2 thou press fit. Reamer. Which in this case would break the whole side of it away. And we'll see how it works. Put that there no more. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. If I could have seen how the hole was going before, I could have stopped it, but I didn't. I was using a pilot instead. Oh well. Live and learn. Yeah. Yeah, once it came out the side of that hole, it just walks right over on it. The reamer just walked over too. Can't stop it from doing it. Oh well. Yeah. See we got to deal with now. Yeah, it walked way over. Yeah, once that thing went through sideways, it was over. It didn't matter what you were doing, it's going to walk sideways on you. What did I do with the dowel pin? There it is. Do any holes, that little edge right there. If you put any pressure on, it's going to break it. I'm sure that hole is going in at an angle. There's no way it wouldn't be. There's just no support on it. I remember it looked like it was holding it a little bit though. Okay, so I think this is going to have to drop in the hole and we'll weld it. If I force it in, it's just going to break the whole side of this right out. Alright, so I'm going to put a 3/8 reamer in there. Forego the press fit part. We don't have anything to press with. It's depressing. Alright. It'll all work when we're done, but it's just not the best. But oh well. No one's gonna know unless they watch the video. Because when you're on the track, you're sure the hell I'm going to see it. There you go. 3/8 reamer. Ugh. Alright, it should fit right in there now. It's still a tight fit. Yep. Still doesn't fall in because it's just going sideways. I'm always on the wrong side of the bike. There it goes. Ooh, it went all the way down. Look at that. Okay, there. Let's see if it fits. Obviously, we need a lot longer dowel pin than this. Looks like we're close. Okay, I'm going to have to go make me a dowel pin about a 1/2 inch longer than this, I think. Should be pretty close to what I need. And I'll stick this thing all together, and then I'll weld that thing in there. And that should work. Because this needs to be about up in this height area here, so we need at least a 1/2 inch more height. Okay. The dowel pin don't want to come out. It's permanently installed. Tight fit. Alright, make me a dowel pin, we'll be back. Okay, here's my dowel pin. This is the one I cut off before, because I cut this in half. If we can see it. So this is the one that was left over when I made the one for the other bike that we looked at earlier. So I'm going to cut it in half again and try to make it a little bit closer cut. And then I might get a little bit more length out of it than this one. So we'll see. Go over here and try to do a nice clean cut. We'll see how that turns out. Probably not the best. Let's see. safest option for a good cut. Airline. Things are hot. The air didn't cool them very well. Of course, my water tray is always dry when I need it. All right, I can burn my fingers better now. Still warm. Let me stop the water now. Keep my tongue cooler. Okay, so my nice even cut was off quite a bit. As usual, you always cut on one side of the line instead of right in the center. Okay, so we got one long one, one short one. Alright, I only got 3 of them now. So it looks like I did the same strip last time. It's almost identical overall length. I'm trying to get away. This one's a little bit longer. So do we put the long one in there or a short one in there? I think I'll put a short one in there. Okay, let's go back to our hole over here. Yeah, get out of the way. This nice new one in here. Should be one easier than that. Tight squeeze. Yeah, you're not watching though, are you? I don't want to go. Make it go. my hammer to make these for. Perfect. Okay. Now I go ahead and assemble the front end here a little bit and I can weld it in. Okay, first we need a mock-up leg. We need at least one mock-up leg around here someplace. So they're down here. One, two. Two legs. There's a couple nuts on top. Be good to go. Over here. Find some more tools. More tools. Stuck in my way. Fork caps. Here's a fork cap. Fork cap goes in fork. Another fork cap. I'm going to go so partial on there. Yeah, big burrs and fork cap, that's why. Good choice. It's always good when your tools are, your mock-up parts are no good. Still doesn't quite go all the way on. There it is. Here's the high spot. Still tight. Still doesn't want to go on all the way, but it's on far enough to do a mock-up. Okay, that's one. And the top nut to hold it in. Which we don't seem to have over here. Why do we have that? I guess we'll have to use Fred's mock-up stuff. Early 49 stuff. Can't use this modern crap. What the hell was I thinking? Watch this stuff not even fitting and fit us out. And that one fits. The wrong one in there? Not the right one. See, the late one takes dampener like this. The early one has a big hole in it because it takes this big long diameter here that goes all the way through, like that. So this one here, all of this here, the air comes through here, and the breather comes out the top hole, and that's what keeps the oil out, separates the oil out. This one here, which it didn't work very good, they have a bunch of little louver things on the inside of this tube. It goes through there. So this fits early 49 only. It's the first 6 months. Then they went to this to work better. So that's how you till a real bike from a fake bike. Because this stuff here is not available anywhere. You have to buy a bike to get it. Now I can fake this on Fred's bike, what we're going to do, but maybe, I'm not sure. I might destroy a set of $500 tool parts if I do. Okay, that goes in there. Okay. Roll this back apart up here. A lot of back and forth stuff going on here. Yeah, we'll put it up here where you can see better. Okay, let me pull this back off. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah. Actually, I don't have to pull this back off. I do and I don't. This just goes up here. This goes on top. This goes in here. Goes up there like that. That holds it. Okay, so now we know our triple trees are all assembled correctly. Okay, now we can go ahead and put all the dampener stuff over here. It's supposed to be over here, so I can put the pin in the right spot. Assuming we're in the right spot right now. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need a washer that's going to wear. Okay, so we need a spline washer going first. That protects the fork. And then you have the friction lining material, which is already stuck to this one. Here's what it looks like separate. Okay, so that goes like this. You can see I already got a problem, way too short. We need a lot more length than this, so I'm going to have to go cut another one of these down. Then we have another friction material. Then we have a lining one here. Now this has a pin in it which locks it into the triple tree. Holes are now buried. So this goes in first, not last. See the holes right here? These holes right here. See all the little notches underneath there? So this pin here goes through these holes. You got to find the spot where it drops in. It goes into the hole, goes all the way through and locks into that and keeps it from all unscrewing. It all dowels in. That's how all the old bikes were made. See, the new way they used to use clamp bolts to do it, which they never did on the old days. And you have to make this fit. So this one here, you're going to have to tighten it up a little bit more or loosen it up, your choice. And you got to do the same with the one on the other side too, down here. So you can't get quite exact fit what you want, but it won't ever move. So that's why they make them like that. Now the problem is these things get all stuck in it and they won't come loose. You yank them out. When you yank them out, it'll look like one of these. Okay, so which is actually the top one? Oh, this one's going there. There it goes. Almost. There it goes. Okay, so that one goes there. So we put all this back together. So there's our lined one, the one we're going to use, another lining. Then we have a top one. Those all have to be splined. So see, when you move this moves in between the linings, and that's what gives you your dampening. And then we have our custom bolt right here, which duplicates the top assembly. And now we'll put pressure on it. And you see our pinhole barely lines up, but it does line up. Okay, I gotta get this pin out of here. I'm gonna have to go make another one, because even my longest pin is still gonna be too short, because this is not original. It's obviously a lot lower than stock. My guess is, see this tube right here? Looks like it's been cut way down, maybe. Who knows? But either way, this pin's too short. We need to go quite a bit higher. This one over here will just make it. So I might be able to just use this one, but there's not much engagement on that. I don't want to do it that. I want to go as deep as I can, so it's just a little short. So we get to make another one. Oh boy. Okay, get rid of some of the stuff you don't need. Every time you make a trip up front, take a load of crap with you. Otherwise it just stacks up in the back. You got nowhere to work. That happens a lot. See, fabrication and machine shop are two different sets of tools. Goes there. This goes here. Extra drill and ringers down there. Special ringers, so I have extras. And they go down there. See, everything has a spot, so you know where it is. Okay, so this is my longest. I'm running out of these to cut down. Alright, I'm going to go cut this one down, so let's see, I need a felt tip pin. I might as well bring one with me, so I got it. Let's see, how's this holding up? We re-glued this in. Looks like it's a good seal this time. You have to figure out what video that's from. Different playlist. People that watch a lot of videos will understand what that is. They'll recognize that one too. Another project. Okay, so we're going to wind up using this long one. So, looks like this one's all the way down. To be safe, I need at least a 1/4 inch more than I got. Bare minimum. Wouldn't hurt to be a little bit taller. About 5/16 more. So this is a tight fit, remember? So go in here. One advantage of having an open hole, you can get the parts out, see? And you just hit the fork. Look at that. It almost fits. Okay. So we're going to custom make this one considerably longer than the last one. Let's see, where's a tripod when you need it? Okay, so I'm going to take this, stick it right there. Go back up to here. Lay it in there and see what it looks like it's going to be. Okay, we're going to be considerably above the top when it's in this spot, so I'm good with that. Okay, so now we get to cut this one off just like we did before. Grindy, grindy. We are keeping that side, so cut short on this side. Might be hot. Might turn blue. She's hot. One extra long one. So that much longer now. Okay, so now, what are we up to now? I should be able to go right in through there. A little bit of an angle. Good thing I didn't make that any shorter. Okay. So I purposely put the rounded part on the top, so it's a nice finished dome top. Looks nice. Okay. So see how that works now? Oh, I've got a steering damper. Look at that. See, now the fork doesn't slide. It's like having tight bearings even if they're loose right now. Okay, now to keep this from coming out, I got to weld this thing in. So I'm going to weld it in through here. I'll weld it up through here. And weld the piss out of it. Now this is cast iron, so it doesn't weld too good with regular welding, but it's too bad. We're going to just weld it anyway. Alright, so I got to get my welder set up. And that is buried right now behind all of this crap back over there. Alright, I got to do a bunch of moving. We'll be back.